You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I knew it was either going to be Joe Philbin or it was going to be Greg Olson. And, third time's a charm. Bleep it. F it. Seriously. Might as well miss Greg Olson. Calling him in out of the bullpen. Anytime you need an offensive coordinator. What was the odds that Greg Olson was back on this team? I did, in multiple videos, I said, Greg Olson's going to be your next offensive coordinator. If they ever decide to fire Chip Kelly, which we all know Chip Kelly's now touching grass, B. Yeah, hit the road. Get your ass back to New Hampshire State University at this point, or wherever you came from. All right? Yeah, it was Ohio State, but that's not the point. Isn't he from New Hampshire? Who cares? Who cares? Man, there's a lot trickling out. We talked about the Raiders. We talked about the Browns. And the Raiders got real fallout after losing the game to a Browns team that hadn't been good. Man, Raiders fans unleashed hell. By the way, that stadium's badass. I've been thinking more and more about going to a game out there. So that led to, of course, a loss, another loss, Chip Kelly getting fired, and Geno Smith, somebody I've been trying to defend because I'm like, surely Geno just didn't forget how to play quarterback. Chip Kelly will do that to any quarterback he ever gets a hold of in the National Football League. He'll destroy them. But their offensive line sucks, and Geno, he wasn't happy with the fans. Geno, this is a terrible look, man. Had to turn that down. Geno's getting booed. He flips off the fans. What are we doing, Geno? Well, why are you flipping off the fans? The team is the thing that sucks. You suck. You haven't been playing well. Those people paid money for those tickets. So a lot of people are just, they're bringing up all kinds of things now. You done unleashed hell. Coach Pete Carroll needs to fire his two sons. Brennan is the team's offensive line coach, and Nate is the team's quarterback's coach. Is he the quarterback's coach now? Because Greg Olson was the quarterback's coach. He's the assistant quarterback's coach. Probably just got him a promotion. That's good. Yeah, he just got a promotion. The Carroll brothers, yeah, little stepbrothers action. 100% nepotism. This needs to change. Look, the one thing you can count on in the National Football League, somebody related to somebody. Somebody's a Gruden, a Shanahan, somebody. A Carroll. Is there a Belichick somewhere hiding in the weeds right now? Somebody is related to somebody. We all know how this works, right? Shanahan. Come on. Brock Bowers on the fans booing.
Brock, any loss stings, but losing at home like that, when you can clearly hear the fans are displeased, how does that sting a little bit more as a player?
Yeah, it's definitely rough hearing the fans, obviously. So, yeah, it's rough. We need to do better for them and just need their support.
Dude, the Raiders need to win out to be able to, for Pete Carroll to keep his job, being 2-9, or is it just, it feels like you're sort of polishing the brass on the Titanic at this point. Seriously, we're rearranging the chairs on the Titanic. Speaking of rearranging chairs, right here, we know Chip Kelly got fired. So now Greg Olson, and I figured this would be the guy, Per Pete Carroll, Raiders quarterbacks coach Greg Olson is now named the team's new offensive coordinator again. This will be Olson's third stint as the Raider offensive coordinator. 2013 to 14, 2018 to 2021, and again now. He looks like one of these guys that is like in a background scene of Sons of Anarchy. I mean, honestly. Right here, Greg Olson is inevitable. Yeah, throw Barney out, Mo. And then Barney's standing right behind you somehow. Greg Olson, he's kind of like Jason Voorhees. I mean, Greg Olson just won't go away. Multiple Greg Olsons. Yeah, one's with an O, one's with an E. Yeah, one's a guy that everybody loves as a commentator, and I'm just like, nah, okay, sure. Every couple of years with Greg Olson, yeah, that's going to be The Undertaker, bro. Yeah, he back from the dead. That quick. This Greg Olson, no, not this Greg Olson. For bleep's sakes. Oh, wow. Pete Carroll wants to save his job, and this is how he does it. Hear me out. Let both his sons go home for the rest of the year, holidays. Hire Richie Incognito as the O-line coach. Hire Derek Carr as the new OC with Greg Olson as his mentor once again. Shit, what you need to do is you better put Richie Incognito in at guard, and you better sign Derek Carr. I guess I don't know. You would have to trade for him. It still floats around out there that Derek Carr is still throwing the ball around. Like that ship might not be quite sailed yet. Would the Raiders actually want to do that at this point? Let's be honest. The entire Raiders situation, the bottom fell out when Roger Goodell ripped John Gruden away from you. And Rich Bisaccia and all that thing. And yeah, he did pretty well, but that's where the train went off the tracks. When it finally looked like everything was becoming stable. Gruden loved Carr. Carr loved Gruden. You had the match. Wow. I mean, and then Josh McDaniel, Devontae Adams wanted Josh McDaniels out. And then Josh McDaniels is let go. And then we find out Devontae Adams can't stand Antonio Pierce, even though he lobbied for him to be a coach. And then Devontae Adams was like, bleep it, I just want out of the Raiders. And he's turned into a complete psycho madman with the Rams. Devontae Adams, I believe, is leading the NFL in touchdowns this year. I mean, what is going on? It's wild. When you have Stafford, are the Rams the Super Bowl favorites? They look, I mean, Stafford looks like the MVP favorite now that Baker's hurt. That ship sailed. Drake May, it's close, yeah. I don't know. The Raiders are a hot-ass mess. And what do you do with Geno? I'm a big, I don't even try to act like I'm not a Geno Smith fan. I am. I think you got to suspend him for a game for flipping off your fans. I do. I mean, people pay too much money for damn seats. It is their right to boo. I mean, you're making a ton of money and not earning it. And you flip off the fans? That's BS. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.